Hello there, this is Monique with Lean6SigmaSource.com. The topic of today's tutorial is how to create advanced or multiple Pareto charts using this software, SigmaXL. Let's get started. First go to Start, All Programs, SigmaXL, Sample Data. And then go down to customer data and select. As you can see here, I have SigmaXL set up to open automatically every time I open Microsoft Excel. You can do the same by going to Tools, Add-ins, and checking SigmaXL. That way, every time you open Microsoft Excel, you'll get your SigmaXL toolbar options up here, populate automatically. Otherwise, you have to open Excel and then open SigmaXL. Alright, the first thing that we want to know is how we have the information entered into our spreadsheet. It's important that each column have a header. As you can see here. And you have to make sure that there are no missing rows or columns. If you have blank rows or columns, SigmaXL will not be able to read your data. So it's very important that you have no missing rows or columns and everything's together, because the software allows you to pick which axis you want your data to go on in a separate step. So you just need to set up your spreadsheet the same way every time. So you notice in the spreadsheet there's average days to delivery time, loyalty factor, overall satisfaction, responsiveness to calls, ease of communication, staff knowledge, whether it's a large or a small company, a customer, major complaints, and product type, whether consumer or manufacturer. So let's get our options set up to be able to do multiple Pareto charts by going to SigmaXL, Graphical Tools, Advanced Pareto Options. Okay, there are a number of different options here that you can select. I have unlimited categories checked, and then for this to be a true Pareto chart, I have the bars in descending order going down this way. And then I have these saved as my defaults. You can have it in the same order. For example, you've got Ken, Pat, Bob, but then on the next one, we've got Jim, Paul, Bill. You can set it up so the categories are in the same order every time, or you can leave it so that it's a true Pareto chart and that it's descending. Then you can go to chart options. You can make it vary by color or do the same color with this default maroon here. I like to vary it by color. And then so that the information is easier to read, you want to make sure you've got it set on not vertical or horizontal like this, depending on how many categories you have, but slanted helps it be able to be easier to read when you have a lot of different categories. And then I like to have the cumulative sum plotted on the data label. You can also have the bars label or even a data table. I think we'll leave the data table out. You don't really need it. And then you have option to do the percentage and save it as default. Okay, and then finish. Now what we want to do next, after we set our options and format it the way we want it, you can go to use entire data table to select all the information in your spreadsheet. Then go to next. And now for this example, we're going to just focus on the major complaint. And then we have multiple customer types. So we want to do a chart for each customer type. And that's really typical because sometimes you may be examining, say, an application process, and customers can apply online in the mail, um, or in person, and you may have varying experiences depending on how the customer applies to that product or service. So this is a great way to do a comparison um, on customer satisfaction. All right, you can add a title if you like, but we're just going to go to OK. All right, so we got tables now. Let me shrink this down a little bit so you can see it. Okay, as you can see, we've got 3 charts because we have 3 different customer types. So we have major complaints of customer 1, major complaints of customer 2, and major complaints of customer type 3. So because you have your settings on descending order, this is a good way to see that, okay, for customer type 1, that customer was concerned with return calls, concerns about being difficult to order, and I can't read that, but and this customer was having concerns with return calls, difficult to order, and then order takes too long. Customer 3, their issues were related to return calls, order takes too long, and difficult to order. So you want to look at each different customer type to figure out the best solution for that customer. And having multiple Pareto charts is an easy way to let you draw that comparison. That's multiple charts using SigmaXL. Let me show you one other thing that you can do. Let's go back here to sheet 1. And then I'll just recall SigmaXL dialog to bring back that information. And what I want to do here is add in the product type. So we're adding a third X category. And then we'll go to OK. And I want to show you exactly what this does. Sorry, my computer is a little slow and old. Okay, so you see by adding that X3 category, now you have multiple charts here by product type. Okay, so product types are either consumer products or manufacturer products, and then you have 3 different customer types. So you can see above it does all the consumer customer type 1, consumer customer type 2, consumer customer type 3, manufacturer customer type 1, manufacturer customer type 2, manufacturer customer type 3. So you can see this is a really great tool to enumerate all the possibilities that you may have in your Six Sigma project. And I know if I try to do all these charts, the normal way with Microsoft Excel, it would take me a whole lot longer. And you see here, I just had all my data entered, and I can manipulate it how I want to show exactly where our source of defects are, or where we're not meeting the customer needs using these Pareto charts. So as you can see, SigmaXL is very powerful software that you can use, and I actually was able to get this software with my Six Sigma Black Belt certification that I earned with AcuityInstitute.com. So I'm very grateful that software is included because that's a value of $199. Um, so again, this tutorial on how to create multiple Pareto charts using SigmaXL has been brought to you by me, Monique, and you can visit my website at lean6sigmasource.com. Thank you. Have a great day.